Yo, what is good? My anime faithful. What is good, yo? Guys, Sword Art Online. My God. They aren't playing with this season, guys. I think they learned something from their fandom from Gun Gale, or maybe Gun Gale was more of a testing. But from what I can tell, that show was probably the most brutal out of all the Sword Art series that I've watched. Like, straight up, people just getting their heads chopped off and, people straight up bodying each other. So, it's pretty clear to me that Sword Art is learning from uh, what it can get away with, and it is taking it full fledged and just going in. And this week is no exception to that. Straight up, saw uh, saw a girl who, she looks really young, but of course she's tiny and she has the body of like a freaking 12-year-old. And just in the sense of like that's how old she actually looks. Um, she straight up gets bodied this week for the sake of everybody, and because of that, it pretty much is turned into just a one-sided massacre on her, and we get to see her leg get taken off, guys. Like, she got tortured so bad, her leg came off, and she was still alive. And mind you, since she's lived all this time, I don't think she's probably never known pain, to be honest. Like, she's been around long enough to know that people get hurt, people die, but she was in seclusion. I think the last people she probably met was Kimito and them that were like actual quote unquote human. Um, I bet that uh she probably did know a lot about, what causes certain things to hurt, or like, I don't know. It just feels like she knew a lot, but at the same time, since she was so young, it didn't really matter. Like, and young at heart, really, because if you are someone that's, first of all, you're young, and the one time you come out to do anything, you are like attacked and almost killed. So not only are you pretty much always under a dress of you were like always under a dress of danger when you first came out into the real world and started seeing stuff. But then after the fact, you pretty much leave that area, and if you ever get caught by that person, you're gonna get bodied. But the whole thing that really kind of messed me up at the end of the day, what the heck is this guy looking at? Is that it took a while for me to just be like, wow, this girl is, the cardinal is broken and this and that, but she is the weakest because she actually um, cares. She actually has emotions, and well, I guess saying she has emotions is just like saying she has love, which uh, we heard how the administrator sees love. It's something that's controlled. Some love is desire. She just sees it as a needs to an end to get something done, pretty much. And if the cardinal can see what love really means, like pure love she was talking about and stuff like that, then she knows what it should look like, and yet she still has to experience what um what what she has to endure. So I don't know. I feel like this girl got it so bad, and then it's not like she had a lot that she got to learn on the outside world for herself. I mean, she was very powerful and probably could try to do that type of stuff, like go out or look through the eyes of someone else. But it just sucks, man. I hate seeing characters just get beat down and tortured like this, but it seems that is the case that oh god, that's what he wanted me to do. Man, this guy looks sketch. Um, that's just what they wanted to do, and they did it quite well. Why can I? Oh, that's dirty. Um, but yeah, I truly don't know where. Oh my god, they're all gonna go with this. If anybody is going to probably defeat this administrator, definitely is going to be Kimito. I mean, he even went through the fields of seeing I was about to say Asta, wow. Seeing Asuna going through what she went through. Oh my god, wrong button. So to think that all of this is happening and he's just going to have to deal with it is kind of vague, you know, like we've seen what it's like when he goes against this woman, you know what I mean? So it's not like he's gonna do something we haven't seen before necessarily, unless he has something waiting, lie in wait that we didn't see. So it's like, what can he do? And if even if he does do something, will it be effective enough to pretty much get him somewhere out of this? So I don't know, man. It's you. Everybody just got bodied, besides Alice, and now all of a sudden, God, that had range on it. We gotta just hope that what's his face, Yujo's okay. We gotta hope that Kimito can pull out a fight that pretty much is like him fighting against an overpowered god, and that's usually where he's sitting at. You know, he's usually the overpowered god. So to see it all flipped on its head, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it definitely sucks for Kimito. Oh, I might be able to assassinate this guy if I die. But man, I truly was happy with this episode. I think Sword Art definitely has been using talk no jutsu a little bit too much. Like they've just been going in on all this talking, which it makes sense because I mean I wouldn't have understood anything that was going on if they didn't want to go and explain it to us, you know. So I understand why they're giving us the exposition and stuff, but it just felt like a lot was in this episode, even though we've already kind of got the conclusion. Oh, I need to dash on that of where everything was kind of going. So I don't know. It just feels like a lot was told through this episode as well as through the last ones. I don't think I can beat this guy yet. That sucks. Um, but yeah, we are in a very interesting position. Nonetheless, though, I think Kimito is probably going to bring out some ridiculous amount of power and fight as much as he can, but it just feels like he shouldn't be able to win. Like with how things are, he shouldn't be able to win, period. And because of that, it sucks and it makes sense at the same time. Oh, I could drop down and assassinate him here. Alright, yeah, I'll have to come back for that guy later. Um, so if I do say the episode that had one of some of the most talking in it still came out to be relatively decent, regarding the fact, I mean, the craziest part is just how long the beating went on. Like that girl just kept hitting her over and over. Like I was like, okay, so we done here? And I knew it was gonna be rough as soon as she was like, oh well, yeah, I know I could have killed you in one shot. Or she's like, is that the best you got? She's like, why would I kill you in one shot? I want to see you be tortured. You know, like I just getting started. So this was just a rough day for her, and there's two demonic people around this area. There's probably the worst shield guy I've ever fought, and that guy down there is pretty bad too. So I got a lot of work to do in this game, and it's hard to play this game with no volume at all. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one, my anime people. I will be talking about Fairy Tail later tonight. If you are a Fairy Tail fan, make sure you guys subscribe for that and have the notification bell on. And if not, I will talk to you tomorrow for sure with some new content. We are getting into a position of a lot of these shows really just giving us the exposition of what they want to do. And this week's exposition was finally getting Kimito to push himself to pretty much fight and kill the way that he should be, or that he should be able to, because like he said way back when, if you could imagine yourself taking out people who are much stronger than you, it can become possible. And I think he's already lost sight of that after being so drowned in fear and like just these guys and despair, you know. So we'll see how it all plays out. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do think of anything that I missed in this week's episode of Sword Art, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you just want to talk about anything, hit your boy up. I will be, like I said, dropping a video later, but if I don't talk to you then, I'll talk to you for sure tomorrow. Alright, peace everybody.